Hello, everybody. Kimberly Mascapape here. How are you today? So today we're going to talk about what is a spiritual coach. It's an interesting question because there's a lot of people out there with these amazing spiritual gifts, but some of them call themselves spiritual coaches and some of them don't. And it's a very interesting process. So what makes a spiritual coach? Well, here's the thing. I think part of the problem and the confusion is that there's no standard for spiritual coaching out there. There's no standard where we say, this is what a spiritual coach is. And so I'm helping set that new standard so that we know what it really means to be a spiritual coach. And a spiritual coach is someone who uses their gifts and their modalities to change and completely transform someone's life. I mean, completely transform someone's life. When we're, maybe we can call ourselves a spiritual coach, where we're just doing a session here or session there, where we're working with someone once or twice, it's not really transforming their lives. And if you're not really transforming their lives, you're not really acting as an extraordinary spiritual coach. Your intentions are good, but you're not quite, you're what I'm going to say, you're missing the mark in the whole process, right? You're missing the mark because you're not transforming somebody's life. And so I see a spiritual coach as someone who can create that transformation, give someone a major aha moment where they see life and see themselves in a completely different light and allows them to have a deeper connection with their true self and with source. That's what a spiritual coach does. It's not just a reading here and a reading there and a session here and a session there. That's fine, but that's not transformational. And what happens when you're not doing transformational work for your clients is they're not referring other people to you because you weren't that transformational. It was just fun or it was okay. Actually, fun. I mean, that's what I'm talking with spiritual coaches. A lot of times, guys, especially if you're an intuitive and you're doing a reading, like people think it's just fun. They're like, oh, that was fun. I'm going to go get, see about my future. And it's like, that's not spiritual coaching. Is it interesting? Yes. Is it fun? Yes. But it shouldn't be fun. It should be transformational. There's so many people in this world right now. They're sitting on low vibration that need help. They need assistance. They need to be transformed. And that's what a spiritual coach does. We don't want to be seen as a dog and pony show. And so because there hasn't been a standard for spiritual coaching, it has turned into that. That's why people think we're just woo-woo. Oh, that woo-woo stuff. Oh, that stuff. Oh, that's cute. I see it all the time. And it's time for spiritual entrepreneurs to be taken seriously. It's time for people out there to see that not only are we serious about our business, but we're serious about changing the world. That's what makes a spiritual coach. And that's what makes an extraordinary spiritual coach is someone who gets that, who steps into that role and is transforming lives every single day. That's the difference. And I'm going to throw this into an extraordinary spiritual coach is making six figures. Because if you're not making six figures, that means you're not serving. There has to be an energy exchange for what you're doing. And if you're not really serving, you're not really creating that abundance. You're not creating that income because your clients just aren't that thrilled with what you're doing. And when you can truly transform someone's life and you're doing that amazing work, that's when you're on your way to six figures. That's when you're on your way to doing amazing things and sharing your gifts with more people on this planet because you're out there and you're doing extraordinary things. And because you're doing extraordinary things, people are talking about you. And that's what it's about. And it's not someone I know is going to say, oh, it's an ego thing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about transforming people's lives so that there's a ripple effect on the planet. We have to have a ripple effect on the planet with everything that we do. So that's what a spiritual coach is. Spiritual coach creates amazing transformation. A spiritual coach gets that they need to be extraordinary. A spiritual coach knows how to give major aha moments to their clients so they see life differently and they get to know their true selves and connect with source. And a spiritual coach also knows that they need to be making six figures because that's how you're going to serve and have a ripple effect on this planet. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to play small. We're not here to be average. I actually had someone get mad at me the other day because saying average wasn't okay. And it's not, guys. You weren't put on this planet to be average. You were put on this planet to be extraordinary. So it's time for each of you with your gifts to step out as a spiritual coach and really be an extraordinary spiritual coach. And that's why I've created the Spiritual Biz Coaching Certification Program. There's a link here. You can go to spiritualbizcoaching.com to check it out. But if you've got gifts, I'm telling you, we need you more than ever right now. Our spiritual coach is needed. With everything that's going on in this world, people are nervous, they're upset, they're afraid. They need someone to reconnect them with their higher self, to show them who they truly are so that they can have that reconnection and be in their light and be the best version of themselves. And that's what we need you for. So go over to spiritualbizcoaching.com to check out more information about the Spiritual Biz Coaching Certification Program so that you too can be an extraordinary spiritual coach. I will see you guys in the next video.